Good evening. Good evening.
Another one. What's going on, people? Welcome back to another one. My name is Wizzy, and you're watching 90 more. Back again. Oh, I'm so tired of this. With the breaking news for their ass. More fraudulence. More failure. More hope that you've been selling me. That me, fraudulent me, was buying into. Not now. Go away. I get it. We've lost to Villa. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Make sure you are subscribed if you're new. And drop the video a damn like if you've got fingers. Look, I've got so much to get into today. This club have really got to me. But the fans are getting to me now as well. We're taking L's all over the place. Oh, good God. They're not the sharpest tools in the box, Arsenal fans. But this really takes the biscuit. It really does. I totally understand the intent. I really do. For crying out loud. Back Arteta. Back Arteta. Yes. It sounds great, doesn't it? And he is going to need backing if this shit show is going to end anytime soon. But hold on a second. There's more. What is this? Cronky out. Now again, understand the intent here, but surely 2 and 2. If Arteta is going to be backed, then it's going to be Cronky that's going to have to fork out. Have I got this? I mean, you're really. Have you actually not thought this through at all? Or are there just like there's not enough letters? Why is there 1k in red? What kind of budget operation is this? And you know the worst thing of all, they didn't even show it on TV. We saw it earlier on the stream earlier. It costs £1,700. And look, like I said, I appreciate the effort and all the people digging into the back pockets and whatnot. But lads. Oh my goodness. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. Trezeguet. Not the real one either. Come on. I don't drink, I don't drink, but you drive the fans. In fact, if you don't drink or take pharmaceuticals or recreationals, I don't know how you've got through this as an Arsenal fan. This past 10 years, I don't know how you've done it. I don't know. You are loyal. You should be respected for your loyalty. It is unquestionable to have stood by this constant roller coaster of ups and downs. Like 1 minute you're beating the champions of Europe, Premier League champions. We're beating the best the game's got to offer, and the next minute we're losing to Aston Villa. I say it like that. That is disrespectful because Aston Villa have actually won a fucking European Cup. So fucking put some respect on the name. And that's what they didn't do. They didn't put any fucking respect on the actual occasion. Never underestimate a wounded animal.
Good evening.
These villains, they're playing for their futures, weren't they? Yeah, playing for the kids. They were playing for their livelihoods, their families, and for their club. Oh, damn. It's just... it's frustrating. It's very frustrating because you've seen what this club are capable of over the last week or so. But who really wanted today more? Who really wanted today more? And there are things about this lineup that really expose some of this Arsenal lot. By taking out Tierney, by taking out Xhaka, by taking out Mustafi, dare I say those three names in that order, Arteta actually gave a massive opportunity to some of these players to do something, to prove that you can do the job, that you're on a level. It doesn't matter if it's Aston Villa or if it's City or if it's Liverpool. You're either up for the job or you're not. Yeah, you're either up to the task or you're not. So, that's got me thinking then. Surely then, some of those players who weren't involved last time must have felt a certain type of way about missing the buzz of being involved in beating the best. You must have done. Otherwise, what are you doing? But then that would mean that you'd be more up for this game. You'd be more up for this. You'd be more up for proving to Arteta that you belong in that conversation and that you should have been involved. But then, look, who's surprised? Who is actually surprised? Can you put your hands up in the comments if you're surprised? No one's got their hand up. Not a single mother has got their hand up. No one. You all knew this was going to happen. I saw tweets going the days up before, lining up the tweets. Oh, that one's a certified banger. It's going to go. You know that's going to go. City. Liverpool. Oh, wouldn't it be typical if we beat City and Liverpool? And also ask, yes, Bray. Yes. You know your club as well, I see. You know the SPAC nation of football very well. Selling hope and dreams to the gullible little frauds the world over. Soak it up, breathe it in. And well done, lads. Well fucking done. Well fucking done. Yeah? I wish I could fucking be there to show you that I appreciate how you really went in for us today. You really went in for us. All we had to do was win 2 fucking games of football and we can still qualify for Europe through the league. Watford and Villa. Relegation fodder. And this is, it's beautiful, isn't it? Because we are actually set for the neutral. We are actually setting up the most incredibly dramatic prospective final day of football. Another in which this comedy club will play an integral role. Because, of course, we've got Watford next. And we are bound to want to do them a favour as well. Oh, yes, we're going to do them a favour. I feel sorry for Watford. Because any other club in the league actually turns up and puts a game on. Arteta's done everything he could today. Really, he got it very wrong, in my opinion, but he's done everything he could today. We had 2 defenders on the pitch at the end of the game. Nothing. I don't want to hear 50 million for Ceballos. I don't want to hear 50 fucking P for Ceballos. Kolasinac. Where is this Don? Where's this Don? Where is he? This Don. Oh, mate. I mean, I'm sorry. You're a very lovable looking rogue. You're actually a banging security guard, bro. Oh, there is a line of work for you waiting when you are finished with football. And I'm sorry to say, but it appears that time has come. It's painful watching some of you. You're trying to cross the ball in the air for a start. Let's just do that. It's fucking 2020, all right? We don't cross in the air anymore. Giroud's left the building. He has left the building. Why are we trying to cross it to Lacazette? He's 4'2". Who's the other Don? Eddie! Oh my God, he's even shorter. Oh wow. It's painful. 0 shots on target. Where are the statistics? I'm not a stats Don, but for crying out loud, lads. Total shots. 0 on target. 0. None. Not one. As in, 90th minute. Just have a pop from 30. Listen, what we're doing is okay against teams that try and play football. If you understand football, we're quite simple to stop. We're quite simple to stop. This pattern of play here is very repetitive, and against the deep line side, it's not going to work. You've got to have another trick up your sleeve, mate. We need a plan B, an answer for when this is going to happen. And it is going to happen a lot. It's fine when the game is more expansive and there is space. But please, try something else. The goal is something that we need to talk about as well. Because our fucking captain, I don't give a shite if you've scored 55 goals this game. You're laughing and joking with Mings. No, that's not on. And you know that's not on. You slipped up. You slipped up. You want to leave? Oh, you want to leave now? You're giving us an excuse to hate you. Is that what it is? Don't do that, bro. You're the reason we're not getting relegated. So I'm not... I can't, look, I'm going to lower my tone to you, okay? I'm sorry. But, bro, that's not on. That's not on. You wearing the captain's armband, you better be looking to punch the guy in the face before you're laughing with him. Laugh afterwards! What are you joking about? What on earth have you got to joke about? No. Oh, God. Do you think serious dons like Tony Adams was joking? No, we're not jokers. No. Oh, we obviously are. We're obviously paid fucking comedians. That's what we are. You let in Mings, flicks on and bang. There you go. 1-0. Trezeguet. The fucking cheap little version. Not even the real Trezeguet, for crying out loud. Awful scenes. Awful scenes. And this, I'm sorry. No. Bro, I really like you. I thought you were the Uruguayan Kante. What's happening? Please let me know in the comments section below what you thought of the game, your player ratings, your man of the match. If you want any questions answered, you just want to chat, get involved. The community is wild. The Discord is live, and the link should be in the description below. If it isn't, Pablo will put it in the comments right now. Biggest fraud of them all. But yeah, the midfield combination of Ceballos and Torreira is not the one, I guess. It's easy enough to say. It's a bit of a, this one. Just definitely not. And Granit Xhaka has become integral to our side. He's become so integral to the side that it made me watch him and Ceballos closely when Xhaka did come on. And I've got to say, Xhaka is streets ahead, not only in terms of mentality, but in terms of footballing intelligence. Yes, Ceballos is good at the spinny things. Yes, he's kind of good in the tight spaces, but the brain is not quite there. The decision-making is not quite there. And that's the reason why he's here, if we're honest about it. There were times when I'm videoing it because I'm watching man for man, your ball for ball, your touch for touch will be marked. Yeah? Xhaka's calling for him. Come to the ball. I'm ready to give it to you. You're in the fucking middle of the park, ready to receive the ball. Why are you running away? Why are you not coming to collect the ball? You're shirking. No, we're not shirkers. He's had to look back. He's gone back again. Now Holding's picked up the ball. He's carrying it forward. You should be ready to receive the ball. You're pointing out wide instead of making yourself available. I'm sorry. No. Extend the loan all you want. I don't want to spend the little money that we've got, which is not enough, on Ceballos yet. You've got to prove more. You've got one game to do it in as well. 2 games. Sorry. Forgot about the final. Oh, if you fuck that up. Oh, God. Oh, goodness gracious me. It's quite tiring. It is quite tiring. I'm watching this Don before the game, before he comes on. I watch all of it. Body language, yeah? Your reaction rate to being called up. How swiftly you are to get ready. How eager you look. I'm not impressed with your body language. I'm not going to judge you by it, but I'm not impressed with it. You weren't even listening to what Arteta was saying when he brought you on. You're walking away from him. You've got little ears. You better get close and listen close, yeah? Villa, well done. Well done! They deserve it. I don't want Villa going down. Fuck off. No, I don't want Villa going down. No. History. They've got history, yeah? Okay. There's enough fucking fraudulent clubs in this league. They can stay up. And what do you mean they can stay up? They are staying up. What a moment for Villa fans. Huh? Are you mad? Oh my God, they must be going crazy. Statistically, I think in the goal difference, Watford had to lose by 4 goals. And wow, you've actually outdone yourselves, boys. You've actually outdone yourselves. Incredible. Just incredible. Let's look at the lineups. 4-3-3 against 3-4-3. I'm sorry. I'm just so... No, not good enough. No. The lack of a plan B is evident. The reliance on these two to be holding and controlling, not good enough. Nketiah was really unlucky with that header. It's come off the post, and that is just... But in truth, let's be honest. Let's be very honest and clear about this. You should have been 2-0 down if it wasn't for the bent legs of that guy that came on. What was his name? Is it Davis? What's his name? Davis. Who's this Don? Keenan Davis. Bro, I really want you to succeed in life, okay? I'll never wish anything bad upon anyone, but you've got to improve the finishing, lad. That was awful. I mean, that was awful. It was a godsend for Arsenal. And did we take advantage of it? No, of course not. You should have been 2-0 down. You should have been 2-0 down. Clean through. Bodied his man out of the way before the touch come in. Set himself free. Lined it up. Martinez had it. It didn't even look like he had it fully covered because he moved to the... You're lucky. You're lucky you only lost 1-0. Standings. Let's see. You know, when I look at the Premier League table, I have to scroll down to find my club. Oh, goodness gracious me. Incredible how you've done it. You've outdone yourselves again and again. But 25 years of history being wiped out. Clean slate, they said. Yeah? Clean slate, they said. Oh, wow. Fresh start. I mean, we hung on to Emery way too long, but I'm not having that as the blame. I'm not having that as the blame. It's not the only thing going on here. There's a lot more intrinsically wrong with this club. We need massive investment if this is going to change. Oh, God. If this club loses Aubameyang, the main source of goals, you're in a lot of trouble. Please mark my words. You're in a lot of trouble. You can try and spread it out as much as you want at all. You can try your best, but know this. The club is not trustworthy in the transfer window at dealing with the problems that they need sufficiently. It's 2 fucking steps backwards and 1 forwards. Oh, we've got a bright new right winger. Yeah, but we need 2 centre-backs. Oh, but we've got a new midfielder. Yeah, but we bought 2 strikers. Okay, let's see how it goes. I've got no faith in you whatsoever. So I'm sorry. How are you going to be able... If we lose Aubameyang, we're in a lot of trouble. I'm not even going to entertain that right now, okay? I'm not even going to entertain that. We're in a cup final. There is some hope of positivity, but we're papering over cracks because if I'm honest, I've had the elation of beating Manchester City and Liverpool in a short space of time. Magnificent achievements, but contextually, context is everything. They mean nothing. You're a fucking joke. Liverpool are on holiday, you bums. Don't get over yourselves. You're gassed. You're very gassed. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself right down. Look at your position in the table. Double figures! 25 years of history wiped out. Ashamed of yourselves. You should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. Don't blame a manager. You're a fucking professional footballer. Buck your ideas up. Grab the other man who's next to you and tell him that's not good enough. Tell your teammate that is not good enough. Stressing me out.
Good evening.
No.
It's time to go!
It really is. Okay. 10th in the table, yeah? It is impossible for Arsenal to now finish higher than 8th. Arsenal haven't finished out of the top 6 for, I believe, 25 years. 25 years. Incredible. This is the worst it's ever been, lads. It's the worst it's ever been. But it's not, the be-all and end-all. It's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. It is the end of the day. I've had enough for today. I'm going to go through some of your super chats. We're going to answer some questions. Unlucky Keenan, mate. You got the victory, and that's all that matters. I saw a couple of players coming on. I saw a player coming, getting subbed on for Aston Villa. Who was it? Let me have a look. It was Hurahan. Hurahan coming off, right? He obviously had a part to play in the goal, but he said something to whoever it was that came on, and as he was being subbed, he went to, like, they do the hands up or whatever, clap hands or whatever, high five. He must have said something, and I know for a fact, I'd love to know what it is, but I'm pretty sure he was saying, if you fuck this up, right, we're going to have a problem. You know your job. Don't put a foot wrong. You've got to give 100. And every single player should have that mentality if you're going out to win a football match, especially if you're 1-0 down to relegation fodder. So well done. You deserved it. I'm happy because your family will eat for another year healthily. Aubameyang, you're going to be fine. even if you retired now. And as much as you score goals, yeah, tweeting about scoring in big games. What? This isn't a big game. We're coming 10th, bro. We can still qualify for Europe through the league. That's gone now. That's actually gone. Mad scenes. Okay, Patrick Vargas, you are a certified fraud gang member, and you are appreciated, as is every subscriber and person that likes the video. It's not that difficult. Will James. Oh, sorry. Patrick Vargas says, I don't understand this club sometimes. Yeah, none of us do, mate. None of us do. I would say this. There are ways of fixing the things that are going wrong at this club. Unfortunately, the people in charge are still unproven in my eyes. And we're depending on them to make this right. It's a complex one. I'll do a whole video on it. But I'm not going to be all doom and gloom. Will James says, up the Villa, staying up. Congratulations, mate. Well, congratulations on today. The job is not done. And as much as I wish you the best, you are kind of relying on Arsenal to beat Watford, which, I mean, you know, the first 3 words of that sentence are not really going to fill you with that much positivity. Aston Villa, though, do move out of the relegation zone on goal difference. Incredible. Oh, wow. Just, you couldn't write it. Oh, Watford. They've beaten Liverpool. They're more than capable of beating Arsenal. Just beware. Dylan Roberts says, don't worry, you still have Europa League to play for. FA Cup is what I'm after. I'm after another FA Cup, personally. That's all that could turn around my season. Qualifying for the Europa League. Europa Cup. Is it the Europa Cup or Europa League? I don't. Oh, God. I'm kind of tired of the association. I'd rather the club had a year off from Europe if we're going to do that again, and we're able to kind of build something in the league. I don't know, maybe I'm dreaming. Purdy, the biggest fraud of them all, certified fraud gang general, says, breaking news, Aubameyang decides to leave Arsenal after viewing Wizzy's live stream, despite him being an extremely fraudulent individual. Listen, I love Aubameyang, but let's be honest, as much as he scores a lot, he's missed a hell of a lot of big chances in big games. I want you to go back and watch the last 10 minutes, 80 to 90th minute of the Europa League final. We're not we're not blaming anyone, but it was a moment of absolute madness for a captain of a football club that are, you know, perilously close to finishing in the bottom half of the table and playing against relegation candidates, to be laughing and joking and caught napping by Mings. Do you think Mings was there to play? Mings is sniggering with you because you're a fucking fraud idiot, and he's taking the mick out of you. Cannot believe that you're having that much of a lapse of concentration, that this means that little to you, that you're so interested in everything else or whatever else. You're concentrating during contract talks, I bet you're concentrating. Oh, you're concentrating on those text messages where you get 350 bags more. I know you are. You're concentrating when it comes to, I want to get goals for the Golden Boot. So why are you not concentrating on the fucking corner? When you've got a 6'8" Don on your shoulder. You're laughing. Oh, what is that? Nervous laughter. Oh, no, disappointing. My captains don't laugh at Dons. They don't laugh with Dons. Yeah? My captains stand over Dons on the floor. Yes, that's what they do. Lens. Hopefully Toro and Mings will be playing left centre-back for us. Mings, Saliba, Mari, Louise as the 2 pairings maybe next year. Bro, that's if they got relegated. We're not getting Mings. They're not selling Mings if they're staying up. They're not. If Mings helps them to stay up, they're not selling him. Hugh, you're disrespecting our best striker. Listen, I'll disrespect who the fuck I like. This is my channel, and I can say what I like. You've all let us down. All of them. You think anyone's fucking getting away with it? Are you mad? You're missing fucking 2-yard sitters. I don't care about... No. Talk when you're fucking 4th. Talk when you're third. Talk when you're winning the league. Why are you tweeting? You're tweeting. We're 10th and you're tweeting. I don't want to hear it. I'm disrespecting our best striker. You disrespected the fucking badge today, mate. You disrespected the club. And that fucking armband round your arm, your twiglet little arm. This is tough love. This is what this is. This is tough love. This is because I care. Oh, I could just fucking retweet the thing. I could retweet you like a fucking little snake snitch and show you up like you should be shown up after that. You're lucky I'm having little chats with my family here. You're lucky. This is tough love. I don't even need to say anything. You know. Any fucking real Don knows he fucked up. You fucked up today. Embarrassing the club like that. You're embarrassing yourself and making us easy targets as well. Let's talk about Özil. I want to talk about this fucking Don. Where is he? Oh my God, this Don. Why is this Don not involved in the football? We've got nothing. No shots on target. Why is he not involved? I need a fucking answer. I want answers. We're being held hostage by this Don. Is that what's going on? Are you not fit enough to play? Is that what's going on? Who's at fault? We need answers. 350 fucking bags a week. This can't go on for another year. But it is going to go on for another year. Make no mistake about it. Because if you think he's leaving that contract... he's probably thinking, you don't want to play me? All right, it's safe. I'm going to play Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite Season 5. Incoming. Fucking dropping in, popping off frauds. He's probably amazing at Fortnite. Just finessing dons. Yeah? Win after win. Oh, my good God. This guy is one of the most creative players the world has ever seen. What has happened here? How has this gone so very wrong? Why is he not involved? How can Joseph Willock be the answer in the 70th minute on a consistent basis when we're 1-0 down? No. He's better than Willock. Come on now. I love Willock. He's one of our own, but he's better than Willock. Please don't insult my intelligence. He's better than Ceballos. Please don't insult my intelligence. We are talking about a glorified World fucking Cup winner. A guy who has been there and done it. This man was responsible for a great part of Cristiano Ronaldo's success. Please educate yourself. What is going on here? I need answers. Are you shirking off and living life, having babies and getting married and you don't really give a fuck anymore? Are you actually frauding the club? Or is there something else going on here? What else is going on? Not good enough. We need a midfielder at the very least now. We need a midfielder. I need him backed. Where's the fucking banner? Get the banner out. Look. Back Arteta. Move me. Get me in the way of that. Because this thing is fraudulent. Cronky, mate, you can stay, right? You can stay. It's fine. Right? You're welcome. We like you here. Well, we will like you if you actually put your fucking finger in your pocket. All right? Get your wallet out. Oh. Oh. And back Arteta. That's it. Simple. Because right now, he is dealing with a shit show. Let's be honest. We may well have pulled out these two majestic wins against two of the best sides football's ever seen. But don't lie to yourselves. Don't lie to yourselves. Both of those teams don't have their eye on the ball fully. Liverpool are probably actually playing completely drunk. There is no way that those 11 players that played us were all sober. There is no way. No. I've worked with Stuart Pearce before. I've done shows with I've done shows with footballers who no. And why shouldn't they be? So don't gas yourself. Don't gas yourself. Don't get overexcited thinking that you are actually something that you're not. Because when I see you try and cross a ball, it's quite evident what you are. When I see you try and control a ball, and you can't even trap a ball! Oh, God. It's funny. It is funny. If you've got kids, I suggest you get them into football because the money is ridiculous and all you need to do is consistently turn up to training. That's all you need to do. You can end up being a £30 million player. You really can. You just have to believe. If you can pass it 5 yards, you can definitely play for Arsenal. 100%. 100%. Because we've got dons who can't. And they play on a regular basis, earning millions of pounds a year. It's quite sensational. What sensational fraudulence.
Good evening. Good evening.
I hope you're all well. We're going to go back to the super chats. Much love to everyone that's getting involved. This will get you to the front of the queue. Lens, it's your turn. Much love, certified fraud gang member. Hopefully Tyrone Mings, he says, will be playing... Oh no, I've read that one already. Sorry, massively fraudulent. Lens, you're my bro. Creative username, you're back again and you are much appreciated. Fraud gang in the building. Will there be a kickoff for the FA Cup final? I don't actually know. I really don't have any idea, actually. I find out quite late, quite a lot of the time, but I know that there is one for the final day of the season. So there's that, if you're looking forward to one of those. Manchester United forever says, Aubameyang to stay? I think he's going. All right, cheers for that, mate. Cheers for the vote of confidence. Yeah, he may well be going. He may well be going. His mind certainly looked elsewhere today. I would actually love to play you the clip, but for copyright purposes, I can't. And, you know, because I'm not a fucking snake. Right, I won't. But ultimately, you know you're fucked up, yeah? Fix up. Brian Longwood. Much love, Manchester United forever as well, for getting involved. Brian Longwood says, Hugh, are these players able to be coached to a higher level? Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? It really does make you wonder. I think that there's a lot of players at the club, yes, who you only need to kind of work on decision making and composure, and they'll be fine. I would say there are certain players who you're not going to get much more out of, and yeah, the list on that side is slightly longer than those who I've got hope for. I can actually name about 8 players off the bat that I would sell within an instant and probably be able to make 100 million that we could spend on something. Well, we might be allowed to spend a portion of on something. That might be more useful than having, you know, some players who've probably reached their ceiling, hanging around the club and basically milking us. Look, I'm a massive Özil fan, but we've got to fix that situation desperately. And if we are to go through a whole nother year of that, I'm sorry to say it, but you've got to force him to be involved. You have to force him to be involved. To not have him at least on the bench today is a bit of a joke. And it kind of shows, I guess, where we are with that. And where we are is 10th. Don't forget that. Yeah? Anytime you feel like, oh, we're still capable of doing X, Y, Z, that's fine, but just remember, you're 10th. Shocking. Worst season of my life. Do you know that? The worst season of my life. Incredible. Incredible. Like, I thought Emery was, you know, I did a video on Emery, right? If you watch the video, I had to play it carefully because so many people were so excited about this Don that had just been fucking battered 6-1. 6-1 in a game where they were 5-0 up. I had to be excited. So I did the thing. I did the PC political thing, and I gave you 10 minutes worth of here's what he could offer the club, and then I showed you my true feelings, and I had to thinly veil it. But if you've watched the last 3 minutes, you will see the fraudulence, exposure, fraudulence, exposure. And if you listened, you would have seen it. Do you know what hell it was? Hell and back we have been through, and I have been through, to sit through this pretending that I could see something that was happening and trying to convince people till I was blue in the face during a 22-game unbeaten run that this was fraudulent and we were going to be exposed before too long. I didn't know how we were doing it. And then bang, there we go. Ljungberg, you got a little bit of hope because it's Ljungberg. Arteta, we've got promise there. There is promise there. But I can't lie. He's not the finished package yet. He's learning on the job. How can he not be? I do think that there's enough promise there in him and his mentality for us to go far. But the players, I promise you lads, the players is a different story. How many times do you want them to let us down? How many times? This is not. It's not like a blip or anything like that. It's consistent. It's consistent fraudulence. It must be exposed and called out, and we have to be ruthless if we're going to go forward. Okay, back to the super chats. Pindingo says, "Are you excited for Baku 2.0 next week?" I can't pretend not to be worried. I would have preferred to play Manchester United, personally, if only because I know what Olivier Giroud is capable of doing to Arsenal. And I know that they're going to be as much up for it as Arsenal. Let me show you something. Let me show you where my head is at with Arsenal right now. Here we are. And I want you to be realistic as Arsenal fans, okay? And the thing is, I can barely do this because Arsenal are so far down in the table. But if you look at the top, Chelsea are at the top. They're 10 points ahead of Arsenal. 10 points ahead of Arsenal, right? Not only 10 points, but 7 places. So 3rd and 10th. It's Champions League football and mid-table mediocrity. Nothingness. The pointlessness of football to the actual reason that everyone is alive. Yeah, the big money, where the big ballers are. Okay. Now, what have we seen recently from both clubs in terms of trying to progress? We've seen Arsenal signing what I believe is 29-year-old Cedric. It's going to be, a budget bargain deal, I guess, because he's got international experience. We've signed a centre-back from Brazil with, £4 million, I believe, £8 million or something. And we've signed a child who's got incredible potential, Saliba. £30 million. I can't believe we spent £30 million on a child. It's very exciting. I'm very excited by that. What Chelsea have done is in stark contrast to Arsenal and shows the way they are ruthless in their intentions and have an owner that is willing to go the extra mile. There are talks of various top-class players who I'm not going to mention, but the ones that we know about that they've confirmed already, they're splashing the cash for the big boys because they've got big intentions. They think at Chelsea that coming third is not good enough. Imagine. Third. So you're coming third right now, okay? And it's not over yet. It's not over yet. They could well finish, I guess, 6th. But third. And still splashing 50 mil bang. Strikers, 40 mil bang. Midfielders, so we're talking about centre-backs, bang. We've got a left-back coming, bang. They're doing business. The intentions are clear. What are Arsenal's intentions? Are we smart enough? Are we actually an attractive enough proposition for a free transfer? Like a Malang Sarr? Are we actually an attractive proposition enough? I'm not sure that we are. I'm not convinced that we are. Thomas Partey, a Champions League footballer. Atleti, the heart of Atleti. Thomas, not Partey, Thomas. Yeah? Thomas. We believe that Thomas Partey is going to choose us. I really hope that we're good enough. I really do. You've got to go big. Raul, the pressure's on. The pressure is on. Super chats. Joseph Harvey, much love. You've retracted your message, so I can't see it. If you'd like to send another one, please do. I will read it out. But thanks for getting involved. Oh, no. Sorry, I've seen a comment. I've got to respond to it. Mad Ting says, Chelsea are only spending like that because they've had a transfer ban for so long. No, my friend, no. Chelsea are spending because spending is what they do so well. Yes, they've had a transfer ban, but even in the transfer ban, they spent 40 million on, what's his name, Kovacic. They're spending money because they've got intentions of going big. They want to be at least a big club. I nearly said they were. Listen, they've won trophies, bro. That's what they do. And you win trophies by spending money. Play the game or get played. It's that simple. Are we Dortmund? Is that who we are now? Are we Dortmund? We're not Dortmund. We're 10th. Are Dortmund 10th? No, they're not. Cool. Okay, Johan Kasper Sharma says, is Jack Grealish the best English player right now? Personally, I don't think there's anyone more talented.
He is certainly one of the best. I think the most fouled player in the Premier League. I'm a big fan. I don't think he's a finished article, and he's not been anything like himself since the restart. That's for sure. However, he will be leaving. I'm almost certain of that. Paolo Miguel says score prediction for Arsenal Chelsea. Score predictions I'll do on Instagram. If you want to follow me over there, you can. It'll be on my story shortly before the game. Dylan Roberts says, I love you and Rory from the kickoff. Keep safe. Thanks, Dylan. Love you too. Patrick Vargas, as a Spurs fan, I'm happy when Arsenal drop points, but as a Hugh supporter, it sucks when they lose. That is very kind. Much love, much appreciation. H Cube says, Hugh, can the freeloading frauds like the video? Oh, yes, please. If you wouldn't mind doing me the absolute honour of liking the video, smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. HQ, thanks for the reminder. Yes, I appreciate the support on the channel recently. It would be great, like I said, if you could all subscribe. We do daily content. We're talking about all the football teams in, especially the Premier League, but just football in general, and more. Okay, Niall Smith. Thoughts on playing Leeds next year under King Marcelo Bielsa? Can't help think he'd do well at Arsenal, mate. He'd do well wherever he wanted. You see the level of detail when it's obsessive in any craft. When you demand the most and go the extra mile that people are not willing to themselves, you will get there first. Yeah, that's how it works. That is the game, and he is a football obsessive. The way that he has infiltrated training grounds and games to study every single game, match upon match upon match, every single game that a team has played during the season, until he knows what each one of those opposition players is capable of to the full extent. It's a beautiful thing. How can you not learn from that? How can you not love that? How can you not have enjoyed the return and re-rise, the rebirth of a club as big as Leeds? It is going to be epic. I hope that they, again, are backed with a little bit of money. But most of all, that they don't, lose faith with a guy who definitely can work if he's given the right tools. Excited though, because I just, there are teams that should be in the league. Personally, I would rather have a Leeds in the Premier League than like a Watford. That's just me though. Okay. Next up, we have got Noah Smith. Thanks very much for getting involved as well. Alex Gregro, much love. He looks like he's from the States. Liverpool fan here, but you've turned me into a fraud gang for life. Can you tell me where City and Chelsea are getting all this money? And he is in Reading, USA. Okay. Where is City and Chelsea getting this money? City and Chelsea get their money from their owners. I mean, they have owners that are playing with their toys. That's what these clubs are to them. And I guess in terms of Man City, it's also a way of kind of advertising the country. And that's what this is now. You've got countries and these billionaire oligarchs getting involved, and they are willing to do more. I don't care if you tell me that they're not guilty and they've been found not guilty. It's not that they are not guilty. To me, it's that the big clubs are all guilty. And financial fair play itself was kind of put in place to make sure that they kept their stranglehold on the top positions and maintained their dominance in qualifying for Europe. And they do that, of course, by being able to nab everyone else's players. United do it, I think, the most in my life from teams in the same division. But City are doing it from all over the place. And Chelsea, I guess, were the real instigators in changing that in the Premier League. Look, he's got the biggest yacht in the world, as far as I understand, Abramovich. And he's not going to be afraid to splash more cash to make sure that Chelsea are back at the top pretty soon, because, like I said, third isn't good enough for them. Thoughts on Douglas Luiz, says TNP. Douglas Luiz is a baller. He is a baller. He's a Man City player, really, isn't he? So you know that there's talent and potential there. I think if he's switched on, he's good enough to play for anybody. And I guess the City journey is going to be coming to an end soon enough, and he'll be playing at, you know, a European club, because he's definitely good enough for that. Purdy says Arteta spoke out about the plane. Check the Discord for the video. Okay, we won't watch that on the stream for copyright purposes, but we will watch it later in the late night stream. If you know, you know. Shout out to all the Frog Gang members. There is a Sheffield United career mode going on as well. Callum O'Donoghue says, Hugh, I posted about joining the arse party if Villa got relegated. This is me notifying you that I will not be joining the arse party. Much love. That is hilarious. Mate, honestly, I really do hope Villa stay up. Like, obviously, I wanted to win today, but I hope Villa stay up. Beatbox Dre Beats says, do you regret Arsenal not getting Mourinho? Not in the slightest, no. Not in the slightest. I'm not a Mourinho fan at all. And that would just be so disrespectful to Wenger. It would be like kicking your granddad out of your house and letting the guy who, I don't know, ran your granddad over in to, you know, be with your mum. Or your grandma. It's like, nah, can't do that. We can't do that. Have some respect. Jack Brigi says, Hugh, I'm worried for you. You've been ranting about Arsenal for 8 years on YouTube, and God knows how long in real life. Not good for your heart or health. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah. Look, you can't change who you are, right? So, I'm Arsenal. The thing is, I'm also football, but Arsenal have pushed me to be more football. Romeo's cousin says, Chelsea get their money from player sales, especially academy. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's kind of the same thing. I guess a cheaper way of infiltrating, but yeah, they're flooding the market with about 70 players on loan. Some of them that you end up selling. They just sold a kid for 15 million that I'd never heard of. I mean, that is great business. They also get money, he says, from new sponsorship from Nike, 3 and AWS. Also being in the Champions League and winning trophies help. And he said that last bit with a bit of a twang. Romeo's cousin. I'll see you at Wembley. Huh? All right then. Let's talk after the game. I want to see you in the super chat after the Wembley game, after the final. Okay. We better win. Fucking hell. PZ Drift says, are Arsenal the Premier League's version of AC Milan? Joke. Chelsea fan here, been watching your videos for 5 years now. And much appreciated to everyone that's joined in. I would say it's been a lot of fun, but it hasn't. It's always good fun talking to you guys, and I've let off a little bit of steam now, so I feel a little bit better. Aubameyang, please don't leave. Please don't leave. Anyhow, Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 1. That has been your 90 more. I'm going to love you and leave you for now. Make sure you are subscribed if you're new, and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. But for now, my name's been hughwizzy, and this has been a lot of fun. Peace.